Today I want to show you a few of my favorite Chaos Possessed conversions, how cheap and easy they can be to put together out of the bits bin, and I want to show you a couple of weird little paint tips and tricks that I used on a couple of these while I'm at it. Let's start with this little guy that I'm building today. When I found this particular figure for sale at the dollar store, I actually picked up a few of them because I saw the potential right away for a couple of strange little creatures made out of this Monsters Inc. figure. Now, it was not a difficult build by any means. I took Randall, I cut him apart at the waist. Is this his waist? How would Randall wear pants? Then I added a Chaos Marine from the waist up. The torso and the head are from the previous version of the Chaos Marine kit. The right arm's from the older Berserker kit. And I believe that the left arm is from a second edition Space Marine. You know, one of these guys. I skipped a backpack on this model. I took Randall's head fin and I put it on his back instead where the backpack would be. Now let's get him into paint real quick. Of course, I'm no skilled painter, so I'll do this bit fast. I've got him primed in black. I'm gonna dry brush his body up through a couple of purples. And then just to get the quick and easy painting out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and do his top half, his marine armor, in a Black Legion scheme, so that way I just really have to trim it out in the gold and then pick out a couple of details. And here he is in all of his silly glory. Now me, I'm a big fan of that older 40K aesthetic that was just like a little chunky, a little blocky, and a little bit disproportionate, especially in the Chaos segments. So I love a Possessed like this. I've got a few others that have just like an arm that's too big for the rest of them and things like this, and they work for simple conversion fodder while we're at it because we don't have to be so extremely precise in the scale. Let me show you a few more of my favorite Possessed while we're here. And a couple of these guys have names and backstories, so let me share them with you while we're here. This Death Guard converted Possessed was super simple build. He's an easy to build Plague Marine. I just replaced one of his arms with some tentacles out of the Chaos Spawn kit. There's nothing else fancy about the build. As far as the paint, I sprayed him in a chrome gold spray paint, and that's where all of this metallic color is coming from. The green armor is Citadel Warp Lightning contrast over that chrome gold to give that really great metallic enamel sheen that he's got. And then I just picked out a bunch of little details. I've got like a faux verdigris wash that I picked up somewhere that I used on some of his chains and icons. And the back of his legs, that more subtle green color, is just Athonian camo shade layered up a few times over that chrome gold. So there's a few different cool ways to get some really standout greens with this brass or gold trim if you just use a gold spray paint. The name of this Marine is Brother Gangrite, formerly of the 14th Legion. The next Possessed I have formerly went by the name of Fell Bloodhunter of the World Eaters. He was a Berserker before falling completely to possession. Not being lucky enough to fall to an 8-bound possession, he got the normal single demon soul melting version. This guy is also the chrome gold, but I did something a little bit different here, and I utilized the Blood for the Blood God as the red. So that really striking red power armor on him is Blood for the Blood God over gold chrome. Now, I don't think that this armor came out as well as I was hoping that it was going to, but I do think there's some potential for some really cool, like high gloss red armor in this technique. I'm probably going to do a couple characters in this style and see how it comes together when I don't have the weird warped Greeblies to contest with. And the last of my gold chrome Possessed, this guy is named Concordat the Gold. Leave me a comment if you get that reference. The experiment here was that I had been playing around with using like a heavy body white acrylic paint for edge highlighting, and I was curious whether that would be useful to just do white power armor, seeing as how that's one of the harder armors to try to paint. Again, not so much, but I still like the build itself. I like the white and gold look, so I figured I'd show you the color scheme in general. And the last guy I want to show you today, he's not painted yet. He's just my favorite build of my unpainted Possessed Marines. He's my banner holder for this unit, and he uses a bunch of different pieces from all around. The left arm and the banner that it's holding are from the Bloodletter kit. The head is from the Noise Marines upgrade sprue, and the legs have been replaced by just a single tentacle. I like how the proportions came out on this guy. The one reservation I have with him is kind of the mixed iconography with the Emperor's Children helmet and the coordinate icon, but I figure that's why he got mutated so terribly, right? He got caught playing two sides when it came to the favor of the Chaos Gods, and now they wanted to mess with him a little bit in exchange. But I just love the way the proportions came out. He's just a little extra tall and lanky, and it makes use of an extra body that you might have laying around that you don't have those extra legs to go with it. The icon was enough to hold him upright and steady for the extra balance that he lacks with having only one leg. Now that's everybody that I've got in Paint for now. Here they are alongside the Master of Possession as they wait for more brethren to get into Paint. One of the things I really love about the Chaos Possessed is that the fact that they're kind of the feral dregs and that they're the ones who are left behind and the mutated ones means that you don't really have to paint the unit in one cohesive style, and it doesn't necessarily need to be in the same colors and the same style as the rest of your army. So you can use these guys to do all kinds of paint tests and see how something works out before committing to a full unit of something. I do have some more possessed conversions I want to show off, and I'll probably do another short video like this once I get some painted. In the meantime, let me know in the comments if you've got any particular favorite bits for Chaos Possessed, conversion tips and tricks, color schemes that you like to use for them. I would love to hear your ideas. If you want to see a much larger Chaos conversion that I did a while back, check out this video over here for my Lord of Skulls kit bash. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe, and I hope I'll be seeing you around.